Welcome to Lessons from the Entrepreneur. My name is Melissa Odor. Today's story is by Emily, Foods That Heal. Now, this is a unique story of an enterprising young lady who makes food for various clientele with their unique needs. Join us as we journey with her on this entrepreneurial journey.
Cooking for me is very natural, so I have never struggled to cook, yeah. So I remember my son was still like under 6 months and I was like, what am I doing in the house? Like, I can't just keep sitting here. Then by chance, I was a house help to some Indian. So actually she's the one who gifted me this pan. It is like 12 years old now. So this lady calls me. I had already relocated to Naivasha. So she calls me and tells me that I'd love to see you, because I left when I was going for like to deliver my son. Yeah. So I come to Nairobi and then she's like, I've been thinking about you, and then she gives me 5,000 shillings, and I'm like, okay, what can I do? I just went to Kamkunji, bought the packaging materials for food and all that, the plastic containers, and I went to Naivasha. And the next morning I walked from one bank to another and then to the hospitals, asking if they may need lunch or maybe breakfast and all that. Then I got like only one bank and one hospital plus some few people. Then I came home and I asked them their preference and all that. I just listed everything down. I used to stay next to the market. I just went to the market and purchased everything. Mm-hmm. And every day had its own menu. Mm-hmm. That's how I started. That was in 2013. Cooking gives me joy. Like, I love the joy in people's faces when they're eating. When they're enjoying my food. I also love the connection that comes with food and all that. And this is something that I do without struggle, which means I do it out of love. So also, the first time when I stopped, I was expecting my daughter. So I was like, I cannot keep on doing these Jiko things and also running around with food. Look, I stopped. So I just stopped it at that time. Then again, I rested for a long time, I think up to 2020, from 2014 to 2020. Wow. Yeah, so that is when now again I started. After the break I just showed up at a client's house, like to a referral, a friend. Like, they just told me to go and cook for them. So I just showed up in their house, cooked food for the whole week. I got my money, I came home, I went to buy food packaging materials and all that. And again, I just, what I did is was it an advertisement or something? I just post on Facebook that in case you need snacks, just reach out. I didn't post any food, I just said, yeah. So then someone chats me and tells me that, Emily, I need this and this and this for my son for 2 weeks. So I was like, I had already bought the packaging materials and I was like, they were just waiting for a client. So that is how I got my first capital. Most of my clients are people who do not like cooking.
We don't like cooking.
Most like people are busy. You see, like 8 to 5, then you have kids, then people are going to school, some people are running some other businesses. So there's no time to be in the kitchen to do all these things. But me, I love the kitchen. Yeah. So I'll be in the kitchen for them. So mostly are people who are working away, also some out of the country. Then they have their families here. So I just deliver to the families so that they have a whole meal in the house. And also fathers who have children but they cannot cook. So that one I do a whole week cooking. Like every day, every meal, like every day has its own meal. So according to their preference and all that. Then also kiddies' birthdays, like you see those 2 bites, the small things that children love also. So I do those chicken wings, the samosas, the mandazi bites, all those to to meat bites and all that for the kids. If I'm invited to cook for them over the weekend or during the birthdays, I just do it for them. I'd say also bachelors.
Oh, they're too busy or they don't like cooking.
They don't like cooking. Like there are people who just don't. There are men who don't like cooking, but there are men who like cooking. So there's some like, Emily, you'll cook for me for this and this and this, and then deliver. Then I'll just do exact that, and then yeah. I could not do it all alone. I'm working like 8 to 5. Then I used to do a lot of ndumas and guashes. I have clients who like this. You know, people love organic food and all that, and it is my favorite food side, like the organic ones. So I'm here. I have a mass of deliveries. I'm supposed to work, and I have children. My children are under 10, so I'm supposed to deliver this food in the morning before I go to work. Then the strain. I was like, now I also need to be working, to be on my feet. I need to be working. So the balance was not there because I didn't have structure and systems. Because the structure, I didn't have a rider then. I didn't have also money to get someone to help me do these things at that time. So that was like a business challenge for me because I lacked structure and system. Currently, I don't just take orders blindly because I have to balance. I have to give my job its time. I have to give my children their time. I also give myself my time and all that. So what I'm doing currently is I have someone on standby. Like if there's food, I just tell them that if you need this, I can't do it today, but I can do it after 2 days, or I'll do it this weekend. So I'm able to communicate properly on that. And also I have a rider on standby. Then I have my sister also who helps me with when the order is bulky. So I'll just contact her and then she's able to handle some part of it. Then I'll finish up and then I just do the delivery. One thing that I've actually always factored into the food is God is love. And because I am a co-creator with God, I represent love. I represent, I'm supposed to draw people. When I walk into a space, they're supposed to experience the God in me. So when they have to enjoy my food or get my food, they get the God factor. They ask more, like, Emily, how do you do this? And then it strikes a conversation. Because now I'm a life-giving spirit, so I draw people towards me with what I present to them. Because I don't do it because I want to get money, because I'm in this season whereby I need money here, I need money there and all that. I'm supposed to represent God's purpose. So because it is all surrounded, everything about food is about what God has already put inside me to give to people. So it is not like I'm supposed to sell and live. I'm supposed to present to you the God that I have with the food that I bring to you. And then we experience this God together. Because if I do it for business, then I will not reach people. Like, I will not reach, it is like a ministry. Like, I won't reach the heart of that person because I'll receive the money and then go. But if I'm able to come to your house at your doorstep and they deliver this food and they're like, how are you? How are you feeling? And how is the food? By the way, how did you feel about the whole thing? And then, it draws this person to the conversation and even to the place of like, but Emily, why do you do this? And then we get to talk. And then they get to experience the God that I carry. I've grown up loving to taste, to have different tastes of food. Like when it is omena, I don't want it to taste like a normal omena, like the normal one. I want to do something to make it taste like a whole different like omena. So it is just the experience of the kitchen and the creativeness. Actually speaks about how God is so diverse in his own way. Like in the kitchen is the place whereby there is a lot of creativity. One thing, you make it a whole different taste and everything. And also the spaces where I grew up into, because to the homes where I grew up, because in a different family, I do the cooking, then again another family I do the cooking. Then and then my son loves good food. Like, you know, he goes to school, but he's like, Mommy, today food was bad. Me, I didn't eat it, and I've come to eat. So he loves good food, so that one makes me also want to do more food, like cook the food like for him, so that it is, I don't know, like my daughter does not care, but my son like, Mommy, me ataka food poor. So like pilau days and all that, like he's like, Mommy, you've not made pilaus today. Or maybe Sundays we do chapatis and he's like, Mommy, kwani ulisahau chapati. He's just like that. So he also motivates me to cook. And it is just a whole family thing. Seeing him, how he gets happy. And also seeing people when they get happy. Yeah, but I would say that it's also inborn because it came from our mother. In this packaging, I do 4 samosas per packaging. That is what fits, and so, and then at the same time also it is not excess. They're not organizing themselves well. Yeah, they're now organized, so that is not excess for one sitting. Yeah. Then on this packaging, on the same, I do this mandazi bites, 5 of them, 5 on one side, 5 on one side, so 10 per packaging. So this whole chicken is for 1 person. So we'll just pack it all for that client. So like this one is like a whole week's meal. So they'll just see the number of pieces that they want to take per day. If they eat white meat every day. But now this one is someone just takes and then freezes for their family or for themselves if they're alone. For me, I took long to tell people about what I do because of the personal challenges that were happening. So I stopped believing in myself. Because when you love something, it means you'll give it your best. But at the same time, when challenges present themselves now, you don't know. Yes, you're not sure, am I able to cook, or I'm not, like, no, this thing cannot work. But at the same time, you have to just tell someone, like, by the way, me, I do this and this. By the way, I do this and this. And also, like, I remember what I used to do before I started. It is what I love doing, but I would go to the class, carry my snacks, but sit with it. Like, I don't want to tell someone that I brought food, because in my head, because of the life challenges that I had gone through, I'm thinking this food is not good enough. So me, I'm sitting with my mandazis and I'm like, yeah, imefika 3 p.m. and I've not given people these snacks to share. So I'm like, until I shared, sometimes you don't know how to talk about it. Like me, someone else will tell me about my food, that Emily, your food is so nice. But now, I don't know how to tell them that by the way I cook. The people who are now saying, yeah, Emily, you cook. I'm like, it is nothing. But now I go with the food. I carry it to work. When there is a gathering, I carry my food there. I just keep quiet so that the food speaks for me. We are ready for delivery. Food that heals is ready. Like, your family will be happy.